He's 5'2" and he's 6'4". He fights with missiles and with spears. He's all of 31 and he's only 17. He's been a soldier for 1,000 years. He's a Catholic, a Hindu, an atheist, a Jain, a Buddhist and a Baptist and a Jew. And he knows he shouldn't kill, and he knows he always will. Kill you for me, my friend, and me for you. And he's fighting for Canada, he's fighting for France, he's fighting for the USA. And he's fighting for the Russians, and he's fighting for Japan. And he thinks we'll put an end to war this way. And he's fighting for democracy, he's fighting for the Reds. He says it's for the peace of all. He's the one who must decide who's to live and who's to die. And he never sees the writing on the wall. But without him, how would Hitler have condemned him at Laval? Without him, Caesar would have stood alone. He's the one who gives his body as a weapon of the war. And without him, all this killing can't go on. He's the universal soldier, and he really is to blame. His orders come from far away no more. They come from here and there, and you and me. And brothers, can't you see? This is not the way we put the end to war. We stood in the windy city, the gypsy boy and I. We slept on the breeze in the midnight, with the raindrop and tears in our eyes. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. We huddled in the derelict building, and when he thought I was asleep, he lay his poor coat round the shoulder and shivered there beside me in a heap. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. We sang and cracked the sky with laughter, our breath turned to mist in the cold. Our years put together counted 30, but our eyes told the dawn that we were old. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. Won't you look down for what's happening here below? I stand here singing to the flowers, so very few people really know. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, or I'm going to try for for the sun. We stood in the windy city, the gypsy boy and I. We slept on the breeze in the midnight, with the raindrops and tears in our eyes. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. On the Firefly platform on sunny Goodge Street, a violent hash smoker shook a chocolate machine, involved in an eating scene, smashing into neon streets in their stoneness, smearing their eyes on the crazy color goddess, listening to sounds of Mingus, mellow, fantastic. My, this side. My, this side. In dollhouse rooms with colored lights swinging, strange music boxes sadly tinkling, drinking the sun, shining all around you. My, this side. My, this side. The magician, he sparkles in satin and velvet. You gaze at his splendor with eyes you've not used yet. I tell you his name is love, love, love. My, this side. My, this side. My, side. Yellow is the color my true love's here in the morning. When we rise in the morning, when we rise, that's the time I love the best. Blue's the color of the sky in the morning. When we rise in the morning, when we rise, that's the time I love the best. Green's the color of the sparkling corn in the morning. When we rise in the morning, when we rise. That's the time, that's the time I love the best. Mellow is the feeling that I get when I see her. When I see her. That's the time, that's the time I love the best. Freedom is a word I rarely use without thinking, without thinking of the time when I've been loved. Circus of Sour holds shows every hour. The lion is eating the bars, hey, the bars. I was erected, the poor man's expected to climb to the stars, balanced just on one knee. Look out your window and see. Look out your window and see. The clown chases spotlights, the bare faces, hot lights pelted with peanuts and coke, hey, the coke. And high in the tent top, the lady just went up to hang by a rope from her teeth gracefully. Look out your window and see. Look out your window and see. Bop, 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 bop. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Admission is paid up until you are laid up. There's only one catch to the fun, hey, the fun. To hell if you're willing, your name's on the billing, and it seems that you're wanted in ring number 3. Look out your window and see. I'll look out my window and see. I'll look out my window and see. Quack, quack. Cat sleeping in the sun, eyes take heed, the colors call, sunlight patterns touch the wall, red kerchiefs sail and fall, cat is sleeping in the sun. Dragon kite in the sky, wheel and turn, spin and fly, attacked by rooks who never fail to cry the sound of fairy tale, the cat is walking in the sun. All the pebbles I have seen, precious stones for Colleen. Every minute I pass through with the groovy spent with you. The cat is yawning in the sun. Jeweled castles I have built with freak feelings of guilt, and the word stabbed to the hilt. Pick the flower and it will wilt. Cat shifting in the sun. The marionette dangles dead insensitivity is fed by TV wizards one, whilst in the spell your con cat smiling in the sun. Cat smiling in the sun. Eyes take heed, the colours call, sunlight patterns touch the wall. Red kerchiefs sail and fall, cat smiling in